Yeah. What's good, everybody? This is Real Bar Talk. Real brothers, real discussions, real conversation, real shit going on. This is the Horseman. I go by the name of Nonchalant. What's goody?
Brother JC, glad to be here.
I go by Exact Truth,
The poet.
and you know it. Hit them likes and subscribes, please.
And please comment.
Yeah,
And
I've been
comment.
missing that, brother Exact. We've been missing the your monologue to start the show.
Absolutely.
I'm glad we back in the fold.
What's the word? What's the word, brother JC?
Which one?
When we say
Tell a
comment,
friend.
comment,
Tell
like,
a
and
friend.
subscribe.
Listen,
The one
you know,
the one that begins with an A.
bruh.
The algorithms. The algorithms.
Oh yeah, just leave them comments for the algorithm. My bad, yo. Yes, leave a comment for the algorithm. I don't know about you guys, but when I go on YouTube, it flashes across, so something is happening.
What you mean?
Like when I go on and I'm looking at my regular stuff, Real Bar Talk comes across.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
because it's because once you put your, like you said, you put yourself, not yourself, you put it into like your faves or you subscribe, it should pop up when you get your whenever you do a drop, it should pop up for anybody who's
Okay.
subscribed. But you
Yeah,
know,
but I'm gonna give my cousin a shout out, man. If you can see on some of the comments, his name is Trix Mac. That's his DJ.
Yeah.
That's his
salute,
DJ name.
Tricks. Salute.
Thank you.
He been tuning in, and he the only one that's really subscribing. I mean, not subscribing. He's the only one that's really commenting. I'm gonna say that.
And he dropped the fire, tape, the fire mix. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
sir. Yes, sir.
He dropped the fire mix.
Who's heard it?
I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it.
Give me. Can I get a little prequel?
A prequel. It's a 90s. It's a road trip. That's what I'm gonna say. You know what I mean?
So when I make that trip up north, that's what I'm gonna listen to.
Sure.
When I received it, I've been so busy getting ready for work. I keep forgetting to listen to it. So I'm gonna be ready for it next week.
It's definitely for your 90s listening pleasure, hip hop pleasure. You know what I'm saying?
One more thing, brother JC, before we dive in anything. Your first game this weekend too, right?
No, we won our first game on Thursday. We beat Patterson Kennedy 21-0.
Oh, y'all had your first game. Okay. What was the count?
Yeah, 21-0.
Yo, isn't Patterson a little bit more north than North?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like right before you get to New York, right?
It's on that area, like that Route 4.
You can go over to George Washington. You can go over to George Washington quick.
Yeah, like 80 is next to it. Yup, it's really tight.
Yeah, it's real.
Yeah, it's real tight in that city.
Yeah, I just remember venturing. Yeah. I just remember, when I used to live up there, venturing. We went to New York. You know what I'm saying? That'd be like one of the last. It might not be the last, but it's one of the. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more.
And then you hit that. So you come at 80 West, and then you hit that Parkway
for sure
south to get home.
Yep.
I like Patterson though. I mean, it reminded me of it's like when I was up there, it was a long time ago. Like when I say a throwback town, it's like a historic Jersey town. Like, you know what I'm saying? They got that I want to say older Jersey look, but houses on both sides of the streets, the wide streets. We got 2 lanes of traffic. We still park. It just remind me of like an old, I don't want to say an old town, but it remind me of like a historical town in Jersey.
I never really hung out there.
Our old producer, the dude Everett, was from Everett. Big up Everett Ramos, man, and our brother Frank. Our producers is out. Well, Frank was from T-Net, and Everett was from Patterson. So when we went to go do our demos and stuff, we did a lot of work when we was in Patterson at his home studio. So what's the word, man? What everybody looking forward to the football season? What's
I know
what's
you
the
wanted to
transition?
touch on. I know you wanted to touch on the GOAT, brother JC.
Hold on, let me, yeah, because I wanted to throw the topic, and I don't want to be too topic dominant.
Right.
I had a lot to talk about, but I'm
Go ahead,
glad.
let's talk.
Appreciate you, Zach Truth. So I saw about 3 football games this weekend, and I'm a little biased. Our squad looked the best.
Hey, y'all put that work in. We'll be putting that work in.
Next week could be a different story, but this week it was a good day.
Who y'all got next week?
We got Bayonne on Friday night.
At home or away?
We're gonna be at Bell Stadium in Orange, New Jersey, 7 o'clock.
Okay.
If you in the area, stop by.
Yo, how many games y'all got this season?
We got 8, plus we should get 3 playoff games because I think we're gonna make it.
That's what's up.
Damn, they shrunk y'all. I thought they was 11, but 8 ain't
no
bad.
8 is 8, no more than 9, and then we start the playoff. The reason they say 8 because sometimes that 9th game is like that. Do you have to take it if you already qualify for the playoffs? So some teams may not play their starters in that 9th game because they got that playoff game. You don't want to risk injury.
Oh, got that. Well, good luck, bro, man. You was in there, man. You said you got some talented young brothers out there. I mean, hopefully, I would love to make a game up there. I just don't want to make no promises just yet. You seen the work schedule with the last pod, you know what I'm saying? So my schedule been kind of crazy recently. But, I'm thankful at the same time, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So this is gonna be a little it just happened. So yesterday I cut this dude hair, and the dude is a cameraman. Back in the day, I'll just get a ticket to an event, and he'd be like, "Yo, Joe, I got you. I'll put you in the front row." So I believe maybe 2 months ago, I said something about I had tickets for Rick Ross and Lil Wayne. I don't know if I reached out to y'all.
You did.
It was the day of the NBA. It was the day of the NBA draft. And I ain't had nobody go with me, and I was kind of interested to see what the Sixers were going to do. So I was like, I ain't go. He was like, yo, you could be at my job at 4, you good. So then the next thing he invited me to was the reggae smokeout, and that was on the day I had the little picnic. I think nonchalant, you was in Scotch Plains that day, so I couldn't go to that. Well, guess what the brother said to me yesterday when I gave him a cut? You already know the answer.
He called feelings.
I'm 99. I'm not. I'll get you in the show. I said, please don't say that, because I ain't had a dough to go to the show, but I'll make a way if you can do that. So
what show is that?
This dude, he said, yeah, the NASWU.
Which one though?
Dude, on Tuesday. On Tuesday.
On 13th?
Yeah, Tuesday at the Peru.
The 13th. Okay.
At the Peru. Yeah. So
what's
I just
up?
got that news yesterday from the dude. I'll be there. I mean, he said 99%, but there's always a percent that it fall through. But 99%, he like, you ain't got to buy a ticket. Just meet me at the door when I open it. I was like, okay. And that should be a late show. I think he said like 7 o'clock or something. I don't know.
It's 7 or 8.
7:30.
Yeah.
7. I think doors open at 6:45. I think. Don't quote me on that. I might be quoting Camden. 6:45. And I think.
Now his role is
because the one in Camden is at 8.
All I do.
At 8. Okay, see, it's at 8.
Because the main thing for me is I don't get off work until 4:30. And then I'm gonna have to not go to practice after I get off work. So that's why I wasn't really trying to buy a ticket, because I got so much stuff going on. But I'm gonna have to miss a day if he says, yo, just be there at 7 o'clock and you good.
So is it official for you?
I got a +1. No, it's 99%.
No. What I'm asking is, what I'm asking is, given the information that you just got from him, are you saying, yeah, I'm going on that night? I'm putting everything else to the side and I'm going on that night.
No, he told me I'm 99% sure I can get you 2 tickets.
No, that's not what I'm asking. What I'm asking
not for me. Listen, so it's a 1% chance he say, yo, my man didn't give me the tickets.
Right. So with you knowing that, are you putting it upon yourself to say, fuck it, I'm gonna take the chance?
Oh yeah, I ain't look.
All right.
He gonna let me know on Sunday. He gonna let me know on Sunday.
Okay.
Whether he got that ticket.
Okay.
Whether he got the ticket. So because I know on Sunday.
Because one of the things that was keeping, I'm just saying, speaking for me, from getting tickets for the one in Jersey is it's going to be kind of hard, pause, to ride up, see the show, and ride back the same night. So when you were saying you was going, you know, I guess you was giving us a place to lay our head for the night so we could break out in the morning. You feel what I'm saying? This is an assumption, I guess, at this point in time. I don't know if
that was a wild assumption.
Yeah. Okay.
I put you the $50 Radisson.
Okay. All right. Then I'm gonna stick to my. I think I'm gonna stick to my Camden show then.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna stick to the Camden show.
But yeah. It was going to be an uncomfortable conversation, but not an uncomfortable conversation because I didn't know this dude was going to be doing the show.
Right.
And all he does is his role, because he told me, he said, my role is to cast the show to the nosebleed seats, if you get what I'm saying. That's all he does there. So when people up top is looking at the show, they're looking at it on the screen because they probably can't see it. Of course, you can hear it. I told the guy, I said, I will be harassing you. He said, you ain't got to harass me. I'm telling you. I'm like, all right, man, don't psych me up.
Hey, if it works for you, then go ahead.
Listen, I ain't got no change to go up in that joint, yo. And I'm in front of the real Bar Talk Nation. It's hard for a teacher, yo.
Hey,
I can't wait to get that first pay. You know absolutely. What I'm saying? I kept it 100. Exact. I say, yo, that's that Corey Holcomb bled me. That was it. It was over. But
listen,
we did it, and that was good. And we could probably do something like a double joint. Like if y'all go to the Camden joint, Real Bar Talk in Camden, and hopefully. I could get, well, I know Carter ain't gonna go, but Butler committed. He's like, yo, I'll go. So if that happens, you know what I'm saying? We'll figure it out.
Yeah, no doubt.
The only problem with the Pru, you can't take cameras in.
You can't take your phone in?
No.
Remember, you can't take it in at all.
So when me and Shorty went to the Kevin Hart, Chris Rock, they give you a bag to put your phone in at the Prudential.
That's some new shit.
Yep.
Wow.
Because I know when I seen Mary and Nas in 2019 in Canada, man, we had all types of shit. I still got footage. That must be some new shit. But you know,
that's what happened.
Yesterday's price is not today's price. So
now let me give you a little backstory on that. So I talked to the cameraman about that. I'm like, yo, but when I went to this, I couldn't even bring my phone. I couldn't take no pictures, no nothing. I said, then they did the show in Madison Square Garden. The very next day, Kevin Hart, Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle opened up for the first 26 minutes, and I saw mad people recording. If I had known that, I would have took the Madison Square Garden ticket instead of going to the Prudential, which is more convenient. Right. I had no idea that when we go there, put your phone in the bag.
I think that's select places, because even when we went to the Laugh House, you could have your phone, but they was like, if you find it, facing towards the stage or something, then they're what's the name? If they catch you recording.
Punchline, punchline.
I said funny laugh house. Punchline, yeah.
So you talking about for the Corey Holcomb joint?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We was into the show. We was laughing and everything, but yeah, you couldn't record and you couldn't put you can't, you couldn't have your phone facing the stage.
It's actually, to be honest with you, it's actually better if you don't do none of that shit, because then you're missing out on the show.
So basically, that's what I said. None of us.
So I mean,
they're laughing and shit.
Yeah. So I mean, like for them to say you can't record, that's actually better for me, because when you find yourself recording a show, you're missing out on the performance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me. I felt the way that we did it at the Corey Holcomb when we was around the bar. It was real. It was like kind of like real bar talk.
Yeah.
You feel me? So our setup was hot. So maybe
I'm talking about like you could record then at the bar. I'm talking about when we actually went in and saw the show. Like for me, like I said, even when, like I said, I was at the Nas and Mary, I'm just saying from experience, you miss out on a performance when you're recording. Unless you got to stand, you sit it down, you record, and you're not paying attention to it, then that's a whole different, it's ways of doing it. But I'm just saying, for the most part, when you do that, you're worried about your recording in pictures more so than the show. So you miss out.
Yeah, no, and we don't want to do that to the people.
No.
We can have we can have a pre-game and a post-game.
Absolutely.
The pre-game could be outside the venue. The post-game is when we come together on Tuesday night and we tell you how the show was.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's better. That's better anyway, because I mean, you could have footage of the show if that's what if it's okay with them. But I'm just saying, like,
I
mean, if it's okay.
I don't think it's gonna be okay with them.
And then
for us to share, only because I know like content creators that talk about basketball games or football games, they're not allowed to show the actual game, like, you know what I mean? Because it's the property of the NFL. It's the property of the NBA.
Absolutely.
True.
That's what I'm saying.
And so
the position is always pivotal.
Yeah, as long as we're there and we're like, let's just say, how would we do this? And I know we live and we talking because we got a lot of stuff to, this football coming up. We're gonna be talking about post-game stuff, and there's gonna be a lot of content that we're gonna be creating going forward. So what is your way of seeing how we can, if we are going to the NASWU, what's your expectations? Like, what songs do you think they're gonna do? And what type of, because I've never seen any of these guys perform live. I think I saw Nas at one of the summer jams, but I was so far back in the nosebleeds that I really couldn't see him.
Well, I'm looking for personally I've never seen either one of them at all. So it'll just be the experience. Like I'd like to hear some of that Magic though. And then the classic. I mean, he literally, both of them could do an hour plus set of just their music. So, they're not going to do complete songs. They're going to give you pieces of it. But I look forward to the whole joint. I mean, a lot of times with the Wu, when they do their classics, the audience do ODB parts, you know what I'm saying? Other songs that he's on, they let the audience do it. So, I mean, like I said, just the whole audience of it, man. You know what I mean?
Man, we gonna be in the presence of hip hop royalty classics. However you want to word that shit. You know what I'm saying? So let's not undermine none of this. Let's what I'm saying. Let's not under. I don't even know.
I hear you.
I don't even know the fucking.
No, you said it.
Well,
underestimate, undervalue.
Yeah, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? We are now gonna be rocking with the fucking best. Let's talk about it.
All right, so hold up. So now what songs, because, and you could correct me, I know Nas have done a few songs with Raekwon. So it's clear for us to say, okay, we want to hear these songs with Nas and Ray.
Well, they
Because
got
it is
it.
called NASWU.
Yeah, it's Nas and Wu-Tang, but the actual name of the whole thing is called New York State of Mind Tour.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's called it's Nas Wu-Tang, but I think that the actual title of it is New York State of Mind Tour. So, but I'm just saying they got to do verbal intercourse, bro. They got to.
Yeah,
That's
because that Nas verse, I'll put that shit up against anybody, anywhere, anytime, any reason why, on any level. I'll put that Nas verse up against anybody, anytime, anywhere. Let's talk.
Write that down. Verbal intercourse. Let's say this. So, the one thing I could say about you, since I've known you, Nonchalant, is let's take the tracks away. Let's take the production away, and then we can analyze the lyrics. You have always had a skill in analyzing the lyrics and not getting lost with the production, or you know what I mean? Like okay, so, and this could be a tactical strategy by Nas that he don't want the production to outshine the flow or the lyrics.
I've heard that before. And what I'll say to that is, I can't answer if he does it on purpose or not. But what I will say, there are songs that people say, well, what he said was dope, but the beat wasn't. And I beg to differ on that shit. There's a lot of people that get away with bullshit beats, but it's popular. You know what I'm saying? They got your Timberlands, and they got the, when the late 90s started to become on some other shit. I ain't gonna try to go too deep into, pause.
Yeah.
Just saying, you know what I'm saying? When it started getting that commercial shit, and motherfuckers was like, yo, that beat was slamming by whoever. And I'm like, no, it wasn't. But if that's what you like, I can't force you for that. But you're telling me over here that this shit wasn't a banger, or for lack of okay, if it wasn't a banger, you're gonna tell me that shit was trash. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. I Gave You Power. I've heard on many occasions, the rhyme was dope, but the beat was trash. I said, be careful with your words. You know what I'm saying? Only because we talking trash beats here. Now, if you feel the beat wasn't what you like to listen to, that doesn't mean it's trash. You know what I'm saying? And it might be to that effect of you trying to, what he said, you gotta listen, you gotta hear what he said.
Hold up. But so in that notion, what they're trying to do is devalue the song.
Fucking right.
The song is straight fire.
Fucking right.
So now you already know the lyrics is fire lyrics. Yes. So only thing you can say, because you may not be a Nas fan, you might be a Jay fan.
This is what I'm talking about.
The lyrics is hot, but you see what I'm saying?
That's that corny shit.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's just corny,
that song straight fire regardless. Like,
yeah, so now you taking, what you're doing is you trying to take a fire song and dissect it and say, the song.
This is the problem with it.
This is the problem with the song. I don't like the beat. What?
And I'll give you, all right. So to reinforce what you're saying, but jokers can say it's a hard knock life, it's fire. And I'm like, that little Annie shit is whack to me.
I mean,
it's whack to me.
This is my thing. I've had these conversations with my brother for 20 plus years. And I'll be like, if that's what gets you out of bed and make you go about your day better, I'm not going to confront that. But when we confront what's fly and what's not, I'm gonna give you the raw shit. Y'all can give me, we could come with the fluff and the pretty shit. I'm not here for the pretty shit. You know what I'm saying? That's not me. That's not me. I like that. You know what I'm saying? And so that's all I'm saying. Like it went back. Like you could go back. We had this conversation maybe a week or two ago about Marshall Mathers or whatever, and he gets away with a lot, bro. And people make excuses for him and everything. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know what I mean?
Covers a multitude of sins.
Yeah.
His skin covers a multitude of sins.
You know what I mean? And so I'm just saying, like
his ice is always colder.
His ice is always colder. That part. And so I'm just saying, like, the question I always ask is, what are we talking about? Because I've heard people say that verse for verbal intercourse that Nas kicked, they don't even know what he's talking about. And I'm like, what's wrong with your mind? Like, what? And so when you say shit like that, what it lets me know is your mental stability ain't there yet. You know what I'm saying? And so, okay, but I ain't saying we nothing. I'm not dumbing down. You need to smarten up. You know what I'm saying? Let's do away with the dumbing it down. Let's smarten it up. Let's do that for a change. Because if you don't understand it, go read a book, go read the dictionary, whatever you got to do to get your knowledge up, go do that. But I digress.
Nah, man. We ain't putting this on the back burner.
You know what I mean?
We're gonna keep this on the front burner. You know, the front burners burn higher, more power. We gotta speak to the mind of the people because they want to be ghetto fabulous. They don't want to be taught. They don't want to be taught. And then if you try to teach them, they don't want to learn.
They believe their way is the best way right now. But then when they make mistakes and then the bottom falls out, they need to be rescued. It's the way, it's the ways of the youth, man.
Right. And I know Nonchalant been pushing this point because we connect. I do realize that part of hip hop is entertainment. I myself like conscious rap. You know, I want to teach my people. I want to uplift them. And unfortunately, that way of rap is not as popular as it should be. But all of a sudden now, Jay drops his verse on DJ Khaled album. And now I say, yo, so now all of a sudden he's a woke rapper, you know? Who's buying that? Who's buying it?
I don't believe in the whole woke theory.
Pardon self, brothers.
No problem. When is being woke a bad thing?
Never is a bad thing. Never.
Thing. So it just say to me, whenever they say woke, when is when are their hidden truths are exposed?
Well, even that, sorry to cut you, Zach. Even that phrase has been hijacked, and being woke has been hijacked. What do I mean when I say that? Now everybody's woke, meaning it's been compromised. It's been compromised. You know what I'm saying? For capital gain, as they do in the capitalistic society. So really, now it's like, who really is fucking woke? Just because they thought around that word around like a frisbee, to whereas you don't even want to say that shit. I don't want to say that shit. Because I'm gonna show you where I am. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of this shit been compromised, man. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is, but you get in where you fit in all the time. This is what we do. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know where I don't know where go ahead.
I'm sorry. It goes back to the conversation that we had about Kyrie Irving, just saying like, okay, availability and consciousness. As a fan, I'm being selfish, but as
Yeah.
Black man and humanitarian, I ride with him all day.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to
All
ask.
day.
So you got to kind of ask yourself, because we all what's the phrase, we tally the line. Or we balance that. We
Tote the line.
Tote the
tote the line. We all do that, bro. We all
Yeah.
do that. Let's keep it a bean. We all do that because we all like certain things, right? But at the same time, what you have to do is, and me myself, I can't answer that for the next individual. What is more important to you? That's the question you have to ask yourself. And I think a lot of times people take, in my humblest, they take the easy way out. Meaning, what do I say? What do I mean when I say that? They don't want no problems. They don't want no smoke. They just want to go along to get along. You know what I'm saying? And so they take the easy route out, even though they may feel a different way about it. Everything doesn't need to be discussed in public situations, because that's how they get you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you have to discuss things in private. Everything's not for the public, because the public is going to dissect everything. The public don't give a fuck about you. They're going to dissect you, chew you up, eat you up, spit you out, so on and so forth, on to the next. But wouldn't you rather the boogeyman tell you, yo, here I am, I'm the boogeyman, than somebody that's the boogeyman to be like, yo, I'm your best friend in the world. And then he gets you all comfortable and everything. Next thing you know, he stabbed you straight in the back. Which one would you rather? I know what I would rather have. Would you rather have, you know who boogeyman is, and that's just the word I'm using. You see him, you know he's coming, so you know how to whatever. You know how to move, you know how to adjust. Would you rather that, or somebody in your face all day saying you the best thing, yo, I'm here for you, whatever, but really that's the fucking boogeyman. And as soon as you get comfortable, here they come to undermine your shit. Yo, I'd rather the boogeyman be like, I'm a boogeyman, yo. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I got off on a different, tyrant, whatever.
No, but that's how it is if you live in the South. You know who you're dealing with.
I think all this.
There's no covertness.
I think
they're gonna let you know we don't mess with you.
I think it's levels to everything. You know what I mean? And there's certain percentages to everything. So I'm never gonna say it doesn't exist here, but it exists there. It might exist more here than there, or whatever. You know what I mean? But I'm never gonna say this thing doesn't exist at all over here, and it only exists over here. Only because I've experienced this shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's people that are very, they're not happy with their lives, man. You know what I'm saying? And so they're very miserable people. So when you have that, and you choose to stay around that, then I always ask, if you know somebody's miserable. I'm not talking perfection. I'm not talking perfection. I'm just talking, somebody that really know, every time you see him or talk to him, oh, you get an idea. Oh, that shit ain't gonna work. Oh, why you doing that? Oh, why? What you think? You trying to get more education? Why you doing that? You know it's gonna end up like this. That's a miserable motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And my advice is, do all you. I don't give a fuck who they are. Do yourself a favor and run the fuck away from them, and get away from them and stay away from them. You know what I'm saying? So everything ain't for everybody, and I get that, but what you want to do is kind of have your own tribe around you. You want to have your own, what you like to have around you. Not saying that everybody around you is going to agree with you and y'all agree on everything. Because if everybody agrees, how do you grow? You know what I'm saying? How do you grow? You know what I'm saying? Meaning we all talk each one teach one. And I think that's where I'm coming from is we all like if you're not seeking to have solutions, then you might be part of the problem. If you're not,
you gotta reiterate that by repeating it.
if you're not looking for solutions, you very well may be part of the problem. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Drop the mic. This is real bar talk with the horse. This is real bar talk with the horsemen.
All day.
Just after 8 o'clock, dropping jewels and knowledge. Each one teach one. Where we at now?
Oh, put it this way, man. I've been taught by my beautiful parents, man. It doesn't matter how old you get, what you've experienced, or how you view things. You don't know every fucking thing. So always seek knowledge because there's always more to learn. I don't care where you've been, how you've been there, and how long you've been there. This is what I've been taught. Always seek knowledge. Go ahead.
Always seek. Can I add to that?
Yes, sir.
The man that know everything
knows nothing at all.
Can't learn anything.
And those that know they know something, know they know nothing at all.
Same shit.
Same shit. You know
That's where you come for the real hip hop.
All that. Real life shit.
Yo, the college football season just started this past weekend, and shout out to my brother Nonchalant for that beautiful Nittany Lions hat you have on, my brother.
You see it.
Unfortunately, my boys lost on Thursday night to Purdue. But that hat is.
Who's that? Nittany Lions?
Yeah, they lost to Purdue. They lost like on the last play of the game.
Yeah, that's my yeah, I didn't even know that, but thank you.
Last Thursday.
That's been my favorite college football team.
I never knew that.
Since I can remember. Yeah, yes, sir.
So now we got two things in common. So we ain't gotta be about the Cowboys and the Eagles during the football season. We can just talk about Penn State.
There you go. That's my brother's alma mater. My oldest brother's alma mater. He graduated from Penn State. He graduated from Penn State.
That's what's up.
I spent like a summer up there.
Well, how was it?
I was 12 years old.
I hope Sandusky wasn't up there.
Oh fuck! You know, I didn't know him at the time. Well, yeah, I have no idea.
I gotta ask.
I know that. What's his name? The coach. He was there.
Paterno. You know he was there.
Paterno was there, so you know.
That's what's up, man.
I spent the summer up there when I was 12 on the campus and all.
Nice.
It's a lot of go ahead.
Now, not brother Ed.
No, sir. My brother Guy.
Okay. And now he was up there for sports?
No, not at all.
That's what's up, man. Hey, I've been running with that. Go ahead.
I spent time at that Kappa house.
Okay.
At 12 years old, I'm just saying. I'm gonna leave it kind of right.
Hey, that's like my auntie giving me something to make me go to sleep, yo. I got you. I know the shit, yo. But yo, don't tell your mom I gave you this, yo.
Yes, sir. Like,
yeah.
We'll talk off camera about
yeah,
that shit.
yeah. I fell in love with that team in 1979, man. I promise you. 1979, I watched Penn State play the great Herschel Walker in the Sugar Bowl in 1979.
Yeah.
Herschel Walker was a phenom. And they had to go up against my boys, and we got it done, yo. And the only reason I love Penn State because they was just so plain.
Yeah.
There was something about that plain uniform, like that's my team.
They ain't even had a name on the back.
Yeah. And I declared them on that night. I'm sure it was a Monday night, 1979, against Herschel Walker. And everybody talked about Herschel Walker.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I'm going with the other team.
That year, right? He won the Heisman that year or the year after.
Yep. And I said, I'm going with the other team because I like their uniforms.
And the thing about it is, Herschel was a phenom on the field, but mentally he's the opposite.
Yeah. Yeah. He's yeah.
I'm not gonna say the names I want to say because people might take offense to it. So I'm gonna just say he's the opposite mentally of a phenom.
And he played for both of our franchises now.
And ain't do shit for the Eagles.
Damn. Well, check it out. We brought him back, and the Joker ran a kickoff back. After he sent it to Minnesota, then he went to the Eagles. I said, I didn't know Herschel Walker played for the Cowboys twice.
I didn't know that either.
The Joker came back home and ran a kickoff back. I can't take nothing away from him athletically.
I'm not going to either.
Yeah, personally, he ain't that guy.
I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna plant that flag and leave it where I said it. You know
so check it out. It's almost 8:15. I got a fantasy draft at 9, and y'all already mentioned the GOAT. So y'all ready to talk about the legacy of Serena Williams?
Let's get it.
Anybody watch the final match? The best to ever do it.
Nah, I didn't get to say the best to ever do it.
I haven't watched Serena in a long time.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Well, I can say this. The only reason why I watched Serena was because it was her possible last match.
Right.
You feel you know where I'm going on it, because once you go on that side,
she already went on that side.
All right, so but as a career,
she already has been there.
We still give her flowers because she is the queen, yo.
She's the queen. She's the GOAT. She's the best, and we ain't taking that away from her.
Yeah.
So salute to the GOAT of women.
Do she lose her ghetto pass though?
It depends on what you asking.
All right. Well, I watched the last match, and I've always had a problem with the slogan or mama. We call babies mama. I always have a problem with that. Yeah. If you calling a baby mama, then what are you saying about your actual mother? So when Team Lightskin said, "You go, mama," and he's sitting next to his mother, I'm like, what is that?
Who's sitting next to their mother?
Her husband. In the match at the end, you know, he was encouraging her.
Yo, what did I say once upon a time? You gotta be in sync with the language. With the language, you know what I'm saying? You have to be in sync with that, because you can either get emotional about it, or you can understand what it is, or you could do both. But I'm just saying, once you learn what the language is saying, because they throw out a lot of language, y'all. They throw out a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? And when I say language, I mean, I'm gonna just say buzzwords. And like, sometimes it'll go over your head because we're not in, you know, we not, what's the word? We're not woke of that. You know what I'm saying? We're not privy to it. And so
is Serena Williams' husband
yes,
the tennis version of Eminem.
He plays tennis?
The point I'm making is this.
I know what you mean.
When you use that language, this is why Eminem has been accepted. This is why they have conversations about him being in the top 5 or the Mount Rushmore. Listen, I don't care what color your skin is. We're not giving that to you. And it's not an emotional thing. You're not better than 4 of the rappers that I can name.
Right. I agree.
But we had this conversation because of your skin.
Yes.
That's the only reason.
Yes.
So at that match, Serena Williams' husband is comfortable to say that because we have made him comfortable to say that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yo, make no mistakes here, bro. We could put whoever and say this is why this is the way it is, and that might be true. But we are to blame for a lot of shit. We are to blame, bro, for a lot of shit.
We are our own worst enemy.
We are our own, a lot of times, our own worst fucking enemy. Yes. Yes. The same energy we have for us as far as disliking whoever we are. I'm not saying all. I'm not saying all. I'm just saying when it comes to fruition, when it gets to that topic, we get scared. And I get it. We get scared because we have a position, we don't want to mess up our money, and so on and so forth. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to mess that up.
We don't want to mess up with our money.
You know what I mean?
We don't want to, but they say we don't want to rattle any feathers.
Ruffle any feathers. You know what I'm saying?
Ruffle any feathers.
But we'll ruffle.
The get along game. That's what the homeboy was saying.
Yep.
Kwame Brown was saying the get along game.
The get along gang, man. Come on, man. This is a long, long fucking list of that shit, yo. And we could get into that. We could do that. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Like my thing is this. My thing be like this, yo. If that's who you are, don't pretend you're not that. And stand on that. Stand on that. Because when this other train come through, just get the fuck out the way.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
You can't be on both.
You can't play both sides of the fence. 1993 mad kids are getting tense.
You can't have your feet under 2 tables.
Nah. But unfortunately, a lot of us do that. A lot of us. And like I said, I'm not even talking about your complexion right now. I'm just talking about people in general. But generally, that's what we do. But specifically, we do that shit like it ain't no tomorrow and shit. So stay over there. Stay the fuck over there. That's what we doing over here.
And you're not welcome over here.
Excuse the profanity, but you know.
So I just saw a clip earlier today. I was getting my hair cut. And Stephen A. Coon.
Come on.
He stepped up on the front line and said, Serena Williams is the GOAT, and you cannot put her in the same sentence with Tiger Woods, meaning that because Serena accepted her blackness and Tiger didn't. So I was just thinking about it like, okay, that's standing out. Okay, you trying to make a bold statement. Not that we should be putting them against each other. Why put that? Like, no one else said it was Stephen A., Michael Irvin, and what's her name? Molly or whatever her name is. No one is trying to say who's better between the two. They're both, for their sport, the GOAT. For their culture, they're both the GOAT. Only Stephen A. Coon would go out and say, put them against each other.
That's what he's been doing for years, bro.
It's his job.
It's his job. He gets paid millions of dollars to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I recognize who he is. as we all should. He don't represent us. Let's say what it is. He don't represent us, bro. So when he say stuff that seem like when he say stuff like whatever, he's not taking risks. He's not going out of bounds. He's not doing that. He's not that type of guy, bro. He's
Black
not.
on black crime. He ain't gonna get no pushback.
He ain't gonna get no pushback. But let him talk about somebody that don't look like him. He's gonna be the first one the next day on his knees apologizing.
He will do that.
Yes, he will do that. Yes,
he will be on his knees. He will not stand 10 down.
Oh, so
No, he won't.
My thing is, yo, what's the dude from what's the cartoon from back, a couple years ago? I can't remember the name of that shit. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Uncle, he's Uncle Ruckus all over.
Uncle Ruckus.
He's Uncle Ruckus.
He's a refined Uncle Ruckus. He's the Uncle Ruckus that they sent to, listen, this is how you say this way, not the way you was, not that way, but say it this way, and it means the same thing.
I won't even give him that credit. He's not a refined Ruckus. He's just a Ruckus that's now.
New version.
That's it.
The evolution of Uncle Ruckus.
He hasn't evolved though.
He said the evolution of Uncle Ruckus.
We give him a shape up. We give him a shape up.
Shape back.
We fix his teeth.
Shit.
We brush him and make him white.
He has an agenda, and he's following through with that agenda. So that's why I said, listen, he's already exposed himself for who he is. So now what we gonna do about him?
Accept him for who the fuck he is.
Accept him for who he is.
Keep it moving.
He's not, and keep it moving, because he's not gonna change. And so now to talk about this Joker, to me, it's wasting energy, because he's already on the other side. It's not for you. It's not for you.
Never been.
It's never been.
Anything else? I got one more segment that we could do, and then I'm out.
What is it?
What we got?
I ain't had nothing. I just wanted to do the link. Tell
Anybody analyze Jay-Z verse? I'm just throwing stuff out there.
I didn't get to. Thought we was actually gonna do it tomorrow, pause the pod. So I was going to be ready tomorrow for it, but I had intentions on it. It was on my to-do list.
I saw the Costa Contra. I didn't get a chance to listen to it yet.
I didn't breathe the whole joint.
I heard it.
You heard it?
No, hold on,
Costa Contra.
I want Magna Carta's input on that though.
Well,
all right, we can
unless y'all got something. I don't have.
I ain't got nothing for it, but I saw it. I just have a chance to get to it.
I'm talking about Jay-Z verse. I heard portions. I heard the song, but I didn't listen to it. So that's what I'm saying to you. I gotta listen to what he's saying and everything, and do my my breakdown.
Trust me, when you hear it, you're not gonna hear anything that you didn't expect.
Okay.
All right. We can go with that. I'm good.
Do you think he's genuine?
I can't answer that. But everything he said on there, I've heard him say before. And so it's like he's gonna talk about the Billies he got, the Billies who don't, and he gonna shit on them. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody else, okay. I'm gonna say it like this: anybody else, I'm talking about a young rapper that would say the things that he's saying, as far as getting money from the streets and recovering from that, they will be going to jail. And I'll leave it at that. Try doing that.
That's that RICO law.
Try doing what he's doing right now. So who does he answer to? Mr. Billionaire. But I digress.
I'm gonna listen to the verse with that thought in mind. So
That's all I'm saying.
Well,
Yo, he's I mean, if you want to say lyrically, he's one of, if you want to say that, let's get that out the way. Yeah, I'm not gonna never deny that. You know what I'm saying? But if that's your argument, I'm not gonna argue that fact. I'm not gonna argue that. But to me, there's a deeper level into the things he's saying. And we can talk about that probably next week. Or not, or not, or not. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, I'm tired of this. Is a fucking old ass argument. Or it's not an argument. I'm sorry. It's talk worthy. It's bar worthy. It's talk worthy. So I'm not gonna shit on that. I'm not gonna shit on that. I'm just saying
it's a discussion.
it's a discussion. Thank you, my brother.
That's
you know
it.
what I'm saying? That's it. You know what I mean?
I got some good news.
What's that?
What's that?
October 14th.
What's that?
The return of a dying breed, Coogee Rap.
I thought you were gonna say Scarface when you said that.
Another dying breed, Coogee Rap.
He got another one coming out.
October 14th. I shared this the single that he did with
Big Daddy
Kane.
Kane.
Big Daddy. I haven't listened to it, but that
But
listen to that Coaster Contra scenario.
I
shit,
will
man.
before next bar talk. I will.
That shit is blade. That shit is hip hop at its finest, man.
What about, we got a couple minutes. What about the trade, Donovan Mitchell?
That's all love for Cleveland.
For Cleveland,
Yeah.
I heard the Knicks dropped the ball though.
Well, that's what they do. That's what the Knicks do. The Knicks been dropping balls since the ball's been. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, yo. This is what the Knicks do. They drop balls. Oh man, the Knicks drop, fumble, and they juggle balls. Yeah. Put it this way.
Man.
Put it this way. They took Jalen Brunson instead of Donovan Mitchell.
Right?
And I'm not going to cry any tears for any New York team ever. I love to see the Knicks fall on their face. I love to see all of the New York teams fall on their face. And then this is what is brilliant. This is what is brilliant about the Knicks. This is the best thing.
Tell them how you really feel, son. Tell them how you really feel.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Yo, the Knicks have fallen in their face for about 30 years, and I love it. Yo, keep smashing your nose into the concrete, please. Do me that favor.
Turn my volume up. Turn my volume up. Yo, I got one more thing. Did anybody get a chance to listen to the Corey Holcomb roasting Earthquake?
Yes, I did. I had no idea that.
Yo.
He went in as Corey Holcomb does.
He went in on who? I didn't see it.
Earthquake.
Oh, they fucking roasting. No, I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
Yo,
I respect it on the principle.
Yeah. And my thing is, if everything that Corey Holcomb said Earthquake did, Earthquake gotta wear that. He deserved that shit, bro.
I'm gonna check it out. See, just because y'all said that, I'm gonna go right over YouTube and check that shit out. I'm gonna check that out right as soon as we done the pod.
Yo, it was crazy.
It was crazy. But you know, this is in usual Corey Holcomb fashion. He goes in. He's not PC. He's not, and I love him for that shit, bro. I love
absolutely
in a world of PC shit. I love the fact that he's opposite of that. You know what I'm
But
saying?
they say unapologetic.
Unapologetic. I love that, yo. Yo, and he went, I didn't know this about Earthquake. His indulgence. I'm gonna say that.
I mean, I've heard some things. He actually said some stuff on Vlad. So yeah, he said some things, but I don't know if it's pertaining to the same thing that you speaking of. That's what I said. I'm going to check it out.
And
we're reposted.
but he gave him props though. He said Earthquake is funny. He's talented, and I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? But if the way Corey Holcomb is saying when he acted that way, he deserved all that shit.
Because it could have been the same thing like at the show we all went to.
Yeah.
Imagine if he hit the stage and he just started going on a comedian like, oh, that's Earthquake he going on.
Right.
Imagine that.
Right.
That's a real brother, yo.
Yeah, he is, definitely.
You gonna catch this smoke right at this show.
Right at this show.
So
right at this show.
Listen, the NASWU didn't go down, but I think the outside tour, we can make it happen.
I believe that.
We'll get it handled.
We're gonna get it.
If you and not Zach Truth Nonchalant, y'all do the Camden joint, and my brother Butler will step in for because I don't think Magna Carta is comfortable going outside. Like I ask him all the time about going to shows, like, yo, nah, not yet. I said, okay.
Hey.
So we'll cover it on this end.
It's just the way he said it. He's like,
he don't want to. Yo, I asked him all the time, like, yo, you want to go to this show? Like, nah, I ain't
nah, man. I mean,
nowhere.
after, hey, listen, man, don't be hesitant. But hey, man,
brothers, this is a short show.
Short show.
Love y'all, brothers.
Love
the Horsemen.
Right back at you. Love you, my brother.
All day. Real bar talk.
The Horsemen.
It all week.
The Horsemen.
Peace, signing off. Peace and love. 100.
Love and light.